Alright, welcome back to Fix It Up. Today we're going to go over the customization of this new event car. Oh, I forgot about that. Not too much I got to do really to the engine or anything because I want to keep this engine in it. Oh, I should turn shadows on, make it look a little bit better. I'm not too sure what color I want to go on this thing. I kind of want to go with like a really dark blue. I think that might look really good. Something like that could be really good on this. Either a dark color or a really light color. I'm not sure. I might try a dark purple instead of the blue. And we'll bring it out in the light and get a little look at it. I want to go a little lighter than that. That is really dark. I want to make the purple show a little bit more. We'll bring it up on the slider a little bit there. There we go. That's kind of more what I was wanting to go for. Now I can throw some wheels on this thing because these wheels are really skinny that are on it right now. And yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get an update yesterday, and we're not getting an update next week. So this car probably have like no value here in the future because it'll be in the game for probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Same with the S2K, but you know, it is what it is. Figure out the fitment on this thing. I think it needs to be a little bit wider in the front. These are 220s. They're really that skinny? I'll try a 260, and then in the back we can go with, I'll probably try a 300 in the back. That might even be a little too small. Now what kind of wheels do we want to go for this thing? Definitely want to go with a black wheel, but since we can paint them, I can really pick any wheel. And there's a 1% Mercedes I'm going to need to go buy. So let me figure out what wheels I want, and then I'm going to go get that. I might go with these and just paint these black. We'll try an 18 260. I think that should be good for the front. 25 tire. Check this out. All right, and we'll put it on the front. I don't have the bags on it right now, so I can't really fully test the bag look, but I think that's good for the front. And I'm not going to go with a completely dark black, so I will go maybe here with kind of a gray. 16 16 16, and that should be good. I wanted to go with a chrome wheel because I like the chrome look, because when you paint them they stay chrome, but they'll go like to the color that you paint them, which is really cool. I noticed that in the live stream last night that I did when I painted these wheels and I put gold on them, and they were like a really nice gold chrome. All right, and we'll put that on. Actually, I need to paint it first. Almost forgot about that. Hopefully I can do this quick enough to be able to make it for that 1% despawns. So let's see what the sizing is for the back. I was thinking a 300, but I might need to go with a 320. I'm not fully sure. I will have to test it out here a little bit. All right, and let's take a little look. We'll try the 300 for now. I'm not really going to worry about painting them right now. I mean, I'm going to go grab that 1% real quick, and then I will paint them. But I'll probably just cut it to where I'm back here and about to paint them. So let me put this on, and then I'm going to go grab that 1%, but it's going to be like 1 second for you guys because the cut's going to be right back here where I'm painting these back rims. All right, well, let me take these off so I can paint these now. I bought the 1%, and then the Yap took its place and respawned there, so I bought that. I think the 3% may have replaced the Yap, and I think that's gone now, unless it was the next spawn, because they were just about to reset when I got over there for the Yap. But we got that painted. Paint this last one, and then I can go buy some bags, check the fitment on it, and then we can tune this engine and see what kind of horsepower it's making. I know the tune for it, and I kind of do know the horsepower that it's able to get out of it. We went over that on stream last night too, but I didn't tune it or do anything to it, or even mess with this engine. I haven't put this engine in any other car yet or anything, so I don't know exactly how fast it'll be. But we'll bring this thing down, get some bags on it, see what it'll look like. See if I need to get wider tires for it to be bagged or not. But I think the fitment right now is pretty good. 300s in the back, the 260s in the front. We'll get some air suspension here, and we can slap this thing right in there. Now let's check it out all the way lowered down and turn shadows off just to make it a little bit easier to see everything. Wheels in the back, they look good. Wheels in the front, they also look good. They seem like they're kind of poking out a little bit, just a tiny bit. If you can see that little speckle right there. So we can just raise it up once in the front by pressing that little up arrow, and that should fix it. I'm thinking I could go wider with the backs though. Probably could go with a 320 for the back. So I will go do that. I'll put some 320s in the back and see what that's looking like. And then we can head down and tune this engine and see what kind of horsepower it's making, then test it out on the drag strip. We'll paint these things and then slap them right on. There's the first one painted. Put that thing in the back, and I'll paint this one, and then I'll just make sure the fitment's looking good. It should. get a little look here. Yeah, so I think 320s in the back, 260s in the front for the slammed fitment. If you're not going with a slammed fitment, I would probably do the 300s in the back. I'll see what this looks like at stock ride height in the back with the 320s. Maybe the 320s actually wouldn't be bad for stock ride height either. But I always like going all the way down, so I love the looks of these cars on bags, most of them at least. All right, well now we can try and see the top speed. I'm not sure if we'll hit it or not with this engine until we tune it. But we'll come to a complete stop and then just floor it and see what kind of speed we get. It seems to have a decent acceleration already. It's not the craziest. I'm used to the S2K, which is just ridiculously fast. But we'll see if we can hit the top speed. If not, I'm sure we can hit it after we tune the engine because it will gain a lot of horsepower. Alright, top speed is 190 miles per hour. Oh, I don't know what that converts over into kilometers. That's not terrible. It's almost reaches 200. This engine also doesn't sound bad at all. And I like that it's another one that'll shoot flames out of the exhaust. And this one's actually fast, unlike the VTEC. The VTEC is really slow. Okay, and the tune for this new engine is going to be 20 for the power limit, 63 for boost, 50 for ignition, 35 for the fuel mix, and 50 for the valve timing. And then we can confirm all of that, and we can bring this thing up on the dyno and see what kind of horsepower it's making. All right, we'll hit this button to start it, and we'll see how it does. I'm sure this thing is rear-wheel drive. Yeah, definitely rear-wheel drive. I do like this really dark purple on it too. That looks really good. But let's see what kind of horsepower it's making. 1275. That's the second highest horsepower out of any engine in the game, and the only other engine other than the V8 4.0 that can make it over 1,000. And this thing doesn't even have any performance parts. It's just stock. So if they do add performance parts for this thing, this might end up faster than the V8, because even with the twin turbos, it only gets to 1350 horsepower. This thing at 1275 is crazy. Let's fill this thing with some gas, and then we can get a little test speed going on the highway on the way back. All right, well, we already know the top speed, but we might as well just do a tuned speed test now and see how fast it goes. The acceleration is definitely much faster than it was before. We're going to be hitting 190 a lot quicker than last time. And we are already there right now. Took a little bit longer than I expected when it got to like the 180. But we did end up making it to 190 pretty quickly. So I guess I'll meet you down at the drag strip and we can see what kind of time this runs. But I guess before I go to the drag strip, I'm going to need to flip a car and buy that 1% Beamer that just spawned. I am a bit low on money and could be using a bit of cash right now. Alright, I got a Yap flipped and the 1% Mercedes that I had gotten earlier. So before I bring this thing down to the drag strip, another thing I always keep forgetting is putting tint on these cars. So let's put some tint on that. 15% I think looks pretty good actually. And now it definitely looks better than it did with the clear windows all the way around. And now we can bring this thing down to the drag strip. Whoa! Oh wow, what a landing. But now we can test out the speed of this thing and see what kind of time we can get with this. I'll do one with traction control on and then I'll turn it off for the next run. Builds up boost a lot faster than the V8 does. Doesn't rev out past 7k. 639, that's actually a little surprising. Thought it would be faster than that. Let's try with traction control off. Hopefully get under 6 seconds. I feel like if I get some better shifts and a better launch than last time, it should be able to get under 6. There we go. 589. That's quite a bit better than last time. I'll give it one more run, see if we can get any faster than that. And then possibly we can go into a public and race some people and see what we can get up to in a public server. Alright, and let's send her off here. See what we can get. Hopefully faster time. 589, a little bit faster than last time. Oh wait, I said 589. I meant 584. 589 was the last run we just did. 584 was this time. A little bit faster than the 589 from last time. I don't know, the engine feels a little weird to drive around. Like, every time it shifts, it's almost like it takes a second to actually shift. And it kind of like kills the engine for a split second. I feel like that's where it loses a lot of its speed. But it doesn't drift terribly. It's not terrible, but like right there, yeah, it just like completely died out. I was holding the throttle all the way down and it just didn't move. Definitely not the greatest drifting engine or car, I don't think, but it's not terrible. Okay, and that's another thing I'm noticing. I'm turning the lights on. I set it to nighttime, and I've just tried turning the lights on, and the lights don't even light up on the car itself. They do shine on the ground, but nothing lights up on the car itself, which is a little bit weird. And we know they're not going to be fixing that for another week or two. Well, probably 2 weeks, because next week they're not doing an update for the game. So that's a bit unfortunate, but oh well. It's not the end of the world, because it's at least still a drivable car. Alright, well, there isn't much going on in any of the public servers I could find. No one would want to race. There wasn't any car meets or anything I could find. I went through quite a few different servers too, but I couldn't really find much. So we'll end it off here. But I hope it helped if you needed to find some fitment for the wheels. I think these ones are pretty decent. 260s in the front, 320s in the back. But I really like how this color came out, especially in here. They fixed the lighting in here so it's not so yellow anymore. And the color of this car looks really nice in here. I hope it helped if you needed the tune for the V6. I hope it helped if you needed the wheel sizing. I'm liking the dark color on this car. It would look pretty nice in a light color, even a white, because of the white badge in the front and the white badge on the back. But it's got the black trim around the windows and the black mirror. Black trim all around the windshield here. Grill and everything's black, so I like the dark color on it, especially from the side. But it does also have this little white triangle on both sides too, I'm now realizing. Also, I do love the chrome wheels that when you paint them, they stay chrome just the color you painted them. I think that's really cool. The reflection is really good on these chrome wheels too. Anyways, that's about it. I guess we'll cue the edit here in a minute, but hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.